Well, in Lithuanian it should be Skoudas, but nobody says it that way, so I guess I go by what everybody names me, Skoudas. For 35 years, I've subscribed to Science News, and I'm always establishing relationships between the evolution in physics and astronomy. This notion of physical energy and spirituality coming together became the underlying of everything that I do now. Something opens up in the canvas and you push the boundaries. You're not even thinking. It's as though there is something that happens, a connectiveness that is predicated on everything you have done before, and you follow it. Sometimes I ask myself the question, what is God? I tell myself, there is no way I can know what God is, but I know it is. I will never grasp it. I will never understand it. And I think for me, it's the whole concept of life. Our daughter bought me a book called The Soul of an Atom, and that was just a wonderful culling together just to ask the question, does an atom have a soul? And in terms of our own soul, are we just this accumulation of this particulation that is the energy? And you think of wave patterns. Can I do visually what music does? Because in a way, music is in this indefinable arena. You sense it. Music seemed to hold this ethereal space of potential harmonized beauty. The art allows me to translate it into a visual language, which is an energy unto itself. I was doing these dot drawings where I established a matrix of overlapping circles of dots. Then, when I added color to the dots, I realized from this matrix I could cull out leaf forms, a heart shape, and all with the same configuration of dots. And this was absolutely magical to me. I said, this is like nature, like the Fibonacci progression or the golden mean. Geometry in its overlap created a life energy all its own that if I acknowledged it, recognized it, it would realize itself. I do have an amnesia that I'm not certain when it started because I was in 2 very bad car accidents, so there are blanks in my life. But my parents have told me that as a 3-year-old in Lithuania, I used to draw pictures of Stalin and then throw things at it. I think art, like science, is pushing boundaries, and it's up to the artist to push one's own boundaries. And so I think when you cop out to a fashionableness, you don't necessarily bring yourself. Who am I as a person? What are the issues that matter? And how am I going to speak to the world about that in a meaningful, beautiful, impacting way?